I'm here to talk about this week's jackpot with Mshamba. Kwani Mshamba uko wapi?
Niko hapa. Kwani unioni?
Kwani what's the occasion?
Wewe ujui? Si leo tuna introduce millionaires kwa Millionaires Club. Umejua hao ni millionaires tangu ndoto waanze. Angalia, kuna John kutoka Takoreti, kuna huyu Rose kutoka Ruiru. Unangoja nini? Unaweza kuwa among this list. Ukifanya nini? Cheza Lotto. Join Millionaires Club.
Win every day with Lotto. Play now and you could win a guaranteed 200,000 shillings in the daily jackpot tonight. Plus, you can be one of 10 players to take home 10,000 shillings today. You will also get a free chance to win a guaranteed 1.2 million shillings this Saturday. Cheza tuzidi pamoja. Send 50 shillings to paybill 777 Account Ebru. Over 18s only. Gaming can be addictive. Play responsibly. This message has been approved by the BCLB.
My name is Douglas Ngogo. I am married to this beautiful lady for now 6 years. By November will be 6 years. I'm a lab technician, medical lab technician by profession. That is a professional way, but by calling, I'm a minister of the gospel and a marriage and relationship coach, as well as an author of the book called God, Me and Sex. Yes. We have 2 kids, 2 ladies, beautiful flowers in our house. One is called Shama. She's turning 5 years next year, February, and one is called Kayla Sifa. Kayla Praise, getting to just turn 1 year, just recently.
My name is Njambi Ngogo. Like he's mentioned, I'm married to Douglas Ngogo for the past 6 years, and it's been a blessing, I must mention. And by profession, I'm an administrator. But we work together in ministry where we do mentorship programs for students in high school, and we also do counseling services to the young couples and even the singles and the dating. Yes.
We met in church. There's beauty about meeting someone in the church. We've been doing ministry in churches, serving in the youth choir, and I've just been seeing her going up and down, and I was like, what do I need to do? Because I think I need to get married. But now, to who? And I thank God I was able to spot her. So when I saw her and I saw her commitment in church, in her singlehood, and she was serving God and I was serving God, I decided just to throw a word. I remember approaching her when we were just coming from a youth service and told her, I will marry you.
And we were not dating.
We were not even dating, we were just friends. So she was like, that's a joke.
How weird.
We took it up and we started dating immediately. Because if it's not going to lead for marriage, they don't want it. And she gave me her terms and I gave her my terms.
You know, he came up front, we had a fellowship. We were not dating, we were good friends. And here is a man saying, I will marry you out of the blues, and you wonder, where is that coming from? So for me, at first it came as a shock. I didn't like it. You know, someone telling you, I will marry you, and they don't even know you. But then again, on the flip side, it was interesting because he was very confident, and I loved that part about him. I'm a very confident person, and so getting a man that confident was a plus. So I remember, you know, we discussed after the fellowship and we decided, let's sit down and, you know, look at this. And like he's mentioned, we decided not to play games kalongo. We decided this is for the long haul. Both of us are in it, we commit to it, and we will not be seeing other people on the side. And that's how our love story began.
People always say that you need to date for 5 years, 3 years, some say 1 year,
10 years,
20 years. For us, we had known each other for around 2 to 3 years in church. So we were familiar with one another. I knew she was born again, I knew she was serving in church, I knew where she was working. She knew I was working, but we didn't know anything else about someone's relationship. So what kept us safe in our dating scene, because we only dated for 2 years, 1.5 years. So those are 2 years plus 1.5 years of now serious dating. That is courtship, because I'd known her and she had known me. So during 1.5 years, was the first 6 years was just for planning and knowing each other, and we did a lot of coffees, and our coffees were very cheap. We didn't struggle for those 2 years, and the second part of the year, like you will mention, is we started planning our wedding. And I remember we just said that, you know what, we need to plan our wedding, and we're in this not because we have money, but we are trusting God that we'll get out of it. Yes.
Interesting. We never complicated it, you know. We actually used to take the train. It was efficient. I had not taken the train before, but then when he mentioned that I take a train to go to work, we used to stay in the same environment. I said, let me try, you know. And it was just 20 minutes to town, and cheaper as well. And
then we take coffee.
Yes,
uji.
And we'd take uji, you know, a bowl of uji, 40 shillings, and we'll just have a discussion. The courtship period really helped us to know now each other, apart from just seeing each other in church. Now it made us get to know each other in a deeper dimension. Yes. I remember the day when we were going for the business meeting that turned up
to be a proposal
meeting. I was very sick. I don't know what happened. I was very sick. But then a friend of mine told me, Njambi, we'll come pick you up from home. I was like, lift ya bure. I'm not going to use a matatu. That's okay. So I just dressed up, you know, and most of them were my friends. So I didn't have a problem. And I thought, we all want to make some money. So why not? So we went to this meeting. I didn't even didn't have a clue that it was actually a proposal. It was very formal. You know, until we got to the table, we were eating. We had a discussion first, we were eating, and then now came the ice cream. I do not take cold things. And so when the ice cream came, I thought, this is not for me. So I thought, let me just give it to my, you know, next neighbor. But that friend of mine, who was intentional, sitting next to me, called Kezia, said, Njambi, try, it's just one day, try. So while I was scooping, I had a stone. I'm thinking,
some metal inside there.
What is this? So on looking at the plate coming up, everyone had, you know, their phones on. They wanted to capture the moment, and I knew immediately that it was a proposal. It was lovely. It was a public declaration that he was making to say that actually I'm very serious about this, and I want us to take it to the next level. Yes.
It was awesome for a man. Felt good, man. Yes.
He was shaking.
No, shaking for love. One thing about maybe an advice to those people who are planning to get into a relationship, or those who are dating, I'll say that it is not sin to love someone. The main challenge in the area of dating is the area of being pure till you get married. Yeah, so I'll say that the moment you honor God with your dating season and even your courting season, then you are able to honor God even in your marriage season. So deal with your lust before you get in a relationship. Then second, probably be yourself. And never try to love someone before loving yourself. So like I'll say, be the person you want to date. If you're not ready to date, then don't give someone a burden to date.
I think I'd want to just point out something. You know, we somehow, in today's age, the people who are single have been made to look at it as a curse, but it's not a curse. All children who've been born today have been born alone. And so it's a season in life when you're single. I think for me, what I can, the advice I would give someone who is single and getting into dating is love yourself. Love yourself first, understand yourself, be patient with yourself. Because what we have seen is that someone would want to get into a relationship, yet they do not know how to relate with themselves.
And I think this one is burning, just a minute. Be complete. The other person can never complete you. Never get into a relationship because you want to be complete. You have to be complete because the other person can never do what you can do to yourself. Probably just be yourself before you become someone else.
Yes, it's true. I remember the other day I was talking to a couple of ladies and I was asking them if they've ever taken themselves out. And to my surprise, close to 80% of them have never even bought themselves a cup
They're
of
waiting
coffee.
for a man, eh?
They're waiting for a man. And I think that's the reason why we are having people hopeless, looking for someone to come and sweep their feet off. And that's why I said, start with yourself, love yourself. Take yourself out for a cup of coffee. Take yourself out to Nakuru. Go for a hike. Enjoy your season. So that when the other person is coming, he's not coming to bring a miracle. He's coming for the both of you to continue enjoying together.
And
Yes.
singlehood is not loneliness, just being alone.
Yes.
Yes. Weddings are for ladies. Let me hear from her.
Really?
For us, we organize and then we attend.
I think for us, well, immediately after we the proposal, we started making plans. So we set out all the dates that we wanted, praying about the dates as well,
And the visits, yeah.
and the visits home and the dowry payment, and now we started looking for service providers. So we looked around, we asked around, and actually by the time we were getting to 2 months to our wedding, we had actually sought them out. We had found them, we had engaged them, so it was a bit easier for us. Then on the lineup, we had already picked up a couple of people. It wasn't long, and we had engaged them, looked for a tailor. We didn't have any problem with that, and I think for me that's a blessing. None of the people in the lineup gave us any problem. So by the time we were getting to the wedding date, there was no pressure. So I remember that day I woke up in the morning and I thought to myself, I'm the one who's getting married, you know. And we, it went well. There was just a little hiccup when
On transport issues.
on transport issues. There was,
Not on relatives.
yes,
Not on getting the lady out.
yes, on transport issues.
Yeah.
So the car that was supposed to bring relatives from his home went straight to church. Took people who were supposed to come and sing Mulembe in my house to church. So by the time we were waiting for them to come, a couple friend of ours organized with some ladies around where my mom stays, and they, sang the Luya songs, and I was whisked out quickly to go to the wedding.
Yeah.
And the wedding was awesome. We had an awesome day. It was sunny. It was in November. Apparently it was raining, but it was sunny. We ate. For me, what I loved most is dancing. And I remember I had told my MC, Alela Sila, that I wanted to dance for 40 minutes exceeding, but not less than 40 minutes. We danced. Even to date, when you go to their rural home, they keep on saying, hey, we danced in your wedding. And for me, that was awesome, because our wedding is supposed to be an enjoyable. For me, I told myself on that day, I am looking at the positives.
On your lineup, don't have everyone in the lineup. It's your wedding, so choose people that you want to be on your lineup. Because some people they're waiting for the relative. Niko na mtoto, niko na msichana, niko na kijana. So you find that you have 20 people on the lineup. So it becomes chaotic during the wedding. So have your wedding, decide who to be on your wedding line, decide your budget, and live to your budget. So let no one come and tell you need to do a wedding like this one. Do your budget, do your wedding, and enjoy your wedding. Yes.
Yeah, actually, for us, we only had 3 service providers.
Yeah.
Photography and videography. Photography and videography was one person. Food and cake was one person. And then we had the MC. So we didn't have like a lot of, So if you can get one package, the better. Yes.
Yeah. Good. I think I'll say that marriages are different. The problem is people have come out with that notion whereby they have phases in marriage. But at times, those phases don't appear at the same time. Because people say that the first year of marriage is a drama, the honeymoon stage, then you go to the drama stage, then from there you go to probably the comfort stage and all that. But I'll say that on our first year of marriage, we enjoyed it. Because I remember we even didn't go for honeymoon. We didn't have enough money for the honeymoon. And I was reported to a new job immediately. So after our wedding at Sitam Karen, we just went to the nearby very nice place, Christian Hotel. We spent our night there. The following day at around 3 we left home. We drove back home. And the reason I'm saying this is because it's between the two of us. For someone tell that no, you need to do a wedding and you have to go to Bahamas, you have to go to Malaysia. There's no honeymoon without going through a plane. So our wedding, our marriage was good the first year. I want to say that toward the end of the first year is whereby we experienced some challenges because we had no job, and then we had a lot of frustrations. And I remember when you're dating or when you're singlehood, you always feel like everyone is in your circles, all your friends. You can chat, you can text, you can communicate because you're a free person. No one owns you. So I think you get into marriage that much that still I can still talk to Jane, I can still talk to Javan, I can still talk to Edwin, but realize your wife still needs your attention. So that divided attention tried to cause a hiccup in our marriage because I was still a people's person. I'm an extrovert, I talk to everyone. And I'll talk to everyone, I'll text anyone, I'll WhatsApp any lady because it's just a chat. So see enemy yangu. But I didn't know that now this is not an inclusive relationship, this is an exclusive relationship. So being so inclusive brought a bit of tension in our relationship. And I think in an extent it brought about what we call about emotional infidelity. Because some people will not be happy about your wedding. And sometimes the people that you're chatting with, even on phone, when you're married, even if you're a lady or a man, some may have a bad intention. And even the text can come even late at night just to disrupt your marriage.
Let me tell you something. Women, we can see from here. I can actually see KCC from where I'm sitting. And you're not seeing it. It's amazing how we do that.
I'm imagining it and you're seeing it.
Yes, you're imagining.
Yeah.
So for me, I can be able to see, something from afar. So I would, there's a lady, each week, they're not even telling each other they love each other or stuff like that.
Just how have you been?
But they have a lot of communication. And I remember it got to a point where I would check his phone and see, I actually talked to him for only 4 minutes. And he had this conversation with this lady for 2 hours. And it's not essential, communication, but they're just, something is not right. So I would ask him, and who is this? Why are you communicating to them? Is it a business you want to start? Why can't I get the picture clear here? And it brought a little bit of friction until, like he's mentioned, we sought out for our best couple and, they told us this and this and this is how you're supposed to go about it. For him, he thought, you're taking my friends away. And for me, on the other hand, I'm thinking,
you're taking my husband away.
Your friends are taking my husband away. So we need to have a balance here. But it was really interesting. Yes, like you said, we're here to say, once you're married, there are some boundaries that have to be kept. Now you have to understand you're no longer this free person that everything includes another person on board. Yes.
And I think one word, boundaries never end after marriage.
Yes.
Boundaries continue even in marriage. Yeah. So don't say, since nimeshaweka boundaries so size I can play it because I have in the house. No, they continue even in marriage. Ulinidanganya wewe. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe I'll say this, that I've learned a lot from the time we met, when we started dating. And I think I've been the man that I'm supposed to be, because of your guidance, because of your care and your love, and being a good mother to our daughters. You're a homemaker and a wife to this guy. So I've learned a lot from you. You're the best gift that I ever had from God. Do you know what? If I would be told to propose again to anyone, I'll still propose to you and marry you. Cheers.
What I would say is that I had a lot of, misconceptions about men, because of society, because of upbringing, because of so many other things, even what we keep on seeing on social media. But for me, what I can say is that you've been very exceptional, you've been very different, and I love that about you, that you're not moved by culture, you're not moved by what everyone else is doing, that you choose to do what is right, you choose to love me, choose to love our daughters. You're very selfless in the kitchen. Thank you for your pancakes. May they continue to come each and every weekend.
Amen.
Thank you also for being a good role model to Shama and Kayla. I love you so much. You're my darling.
Hallelujah.
And what I pray for is that may God keep you, and may God continue to endow you with wisdom. When I married you, I didn't know that I will marry an author, but you've really challenged me. You've really every day I think you keep on challenging me. But one of the greatest things I love about you is your love for God and you keeping your word. I have seen you keep your word when you say you're going to help someone, when you say that you're going to do something, you always do it. And for me, that is a blessing for me.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Hallelujah.
Love you.
One thing I'll say is, for those who are watching us, you're seeing there you're seated on this seat. In marriage, there's what you call a love seat. And the love seat means that you remember when you get married, the first time you get married, people are always not leaving each other. Mm-hmm. They sit on the same couch, they do the same thing together, they even eat on the same plate. So once you're married and you find yourself that now the marriage, the love seat, there's a distance that is developing between the two of you. Then the person that is sitting in between, just move. The person that is not going to be sitting in between the two of you is the enemy. So always try as much as you can, even if there's a conflict between the two of you, let the love seat be intact between the two of you. But the moment you start probably avoiding the other person, now you stop sitting on this seat, sit on the other seat, now you're replaced, someone is coming to replace you, and that is the enemy. And he comes and brings more harm to the marriage than the best. So always stay on the love seat. Whether things happen, whether there's no love, they feel like you don't love the other person, just stay there. Because there's power in what you call physical touch or just connection when you sit together with the other person. So maintain the love seat and never shift or move from that love seat whether things are not working out. Yes.
I think for me, my parting shot will come from scripture, Matthew 7:24, and it talks about the foundation. And it talks about the person who built their house on the rock and the other person built their house on sand. And when the wind came, when the storms came, when the rain came, whatever would happen to your house will be determined by the foundation that you set. So the Bible clearly says that the wind will come, that trouble will come, that challenges will come in your marriage. But what is your foundation built on? And for me, what I would say to anyone who would want to get into marriage and into dating, build the right foundation. Let your foundation not be on a phone. You saw someone with an iPhone something and now you're with them because of that phone. Let's marry a person first and not a person for their things. Let's marry the person first, and then these other things will be added unto you. For me, make sure your foundation is strong, because in marriage it's 6 years. We've seen different challenges come on board. We've seen different issues come on board. But because our marriage was built on Christ, who is the solid rock, then we are able to overcome some of these things together with him. It talks about he's the third strand. So it's 2 of us plus God. So 3 of us working together. He makes us and helps us to overcome the challenges that come in marriage. So you have your foundation right, because after a few years, we'll be able to know what foundation your marriage is built on. Thank
And
you.
marriage is good. Sio kuvumiliana.
Ni-
Ni kujivunia. Asante.
Yes. Enjoy, don't endure.
Yeah, don't endure.